Something massive is about to happen at Starbase, and it's not another rocket test. After Flight 11, SpaceX is set to dismantle Pad 1 completely, wiping out the iconic launch site that built the Starship legacy. Why tear down a pad that carried years of history and success? The answer lies in Elon Musk's bold new plan, a flame trench megastructure built to handle the sheer power of Starship 5-3. Could this be the key to true reusability or the end of an era? Let's dive right in. For years, Pad 1 has been the beating heart of Starbase, the launch complex that witnessed every step of Starship's wild evolution. From the first shaky hops of SN8 to the thunderous liftoffs of super heavy boosters, this site has been where dreams turned into steel and fire. But now SpaceX is preparing to do something unthinkable: tear it all down. So, why would Elon Musk dismantle a pad that helped shape the most ambitious rocket ever built? What's coming next is more than just another upgrade. It's the birth of a new starbase, engineered for the V3 Starship era. Pad 1's history is practically written in scorch marks. Every launch, every explosion, every test has left its fingerprints on the metal skeleton of that site. Over the past few months, though, something subtle began to change. Equipment disappearing, sections of the chopsticks removed, teams quietly rewiring underground lines. At first, it looked like standard maintenance. But then, SpaceX started dismantling key hardware, including the chopstick dampers, massive shock absorbers that once cushioned booster catches. Removing those wasn't a minor adjustment. It was a clear message. Pad 1 is entering its final phase. This is not the first time SpaceX has destroyed its own work. Musk has said it before. If you're not breaking stuff, you're not moving fast enough. And that philosophy now applies to the ground itself. The truth is, the old Pad 1 simply can't keep up with what's coming. The V3 Starship is on another level. Heavier, more powerful, and built for rapid reusability. To handle that kind of brute force, the infrastructure beneath the rocket must evolve just as much as the rocket itself. The old orbital mount and deluge system at Pad 1 were built for early prototypes, V1 and V2 ships that didn't yet push the boundaries of full reusability. But with the V3 boosters expected to hit even higher thrust levels, the old steel shower deluge system is no longer enough. According to recent on-site footage and insider reports, SpaceX will completely remove the six-legged orbital launch mount, dismantle the existing water-cooled plate, and dig an entire flame trench system beneath the pad, a design closer to what NASA used at Apollo-era pads. This trench will channel the fury of 33 Raptor engines into flame diverters lined with reinforced concrete and steel flame buckets. It's a radical shift, one that could finally solve the long-standing problem of engine erosion and pad damage that's plagued SpaceX since Flight 1. And that's not all. Beneath this new architecture, a booster quick disconnect system, or QD, will be rebuilt from scratch. It's designed to handle faster fueling, cleaner detachment, and higher safety margins for catch operations. The goal? Minimal turnaround time, maximum reliability. Now here's where things get fascinating. SpaceX isn't just changing the pad, it's reinventing the catch mechanism itself. The original chopsticks at Pad 1 were powerful but bulky. Musk himself called them too large and clunky. The new version, already seen rising at Pad 2, is shorter, lighter, and far more agile. It's designed to respond faster and align with millimeter-level precision during mid-air booster captures. At Pad 1, this redesign means shorter arms, upgraded internal stabilizers, and new integrated catch points located directly under the booster's grid fins instead of separate grab tabs. That's a small change with massive implications: stronger grip, reduced vibration, and less chance of damage during catch attempts. If successful, Pad 1 will specialize exclusively in catching the super heavy stage, while Pad 2 handles the Starship upper stage. In other words, SpaceX is splitting the workload, optimizing each pad for what it does best. The logic is simple: catch faster, relaunch sooner. But here's the twist. Tearing Pad 1 apart doesn't mean regression. It's a controlled destruction a reset button to build something 10 times stronger. SpaceX engineers are reportedly preparing to remove nearly every major component from the pad's core, keeping only the launch tower intact. Once the trench excavation begins, it will look like a battlefield. Cranes, excavators, and welders working day and night to carve out the new foundation. The new OLM, modeled after Pad 2's box-style structure, will then be installed. It's modular, easier to maintain, and resistant to acoustic shock. With the experience gained from Pad 2's development, SpaceX is confident that Pad 1's full rebuild could finish within just a year. Lightning speed for something of this scale. By mid-next year, Pad 1 could rise again, rebuilt for V3 and ready for the first true reusability trials, catching, refueling, and relaunching within days. That's the dream. But as always with SpaceX, there's risk. Every change SpaceX makes is a bet, and this one's massive. Flame trenches are complex, expensive, and notoriously difficult to cool. NASA spent billions building and maintaining theirs at Kennedy Space Center. The challenge lies in balancing heat flow, water pressure, and exhaust velocity without cracking the trench itself. So here's the big question. Can SpaceX, known for doing everything cheaper and faster, build a trench that survives 33 Raptors blasting at full power, and do it without delaying the entire program? Skeptics argue this could be another Falcon Heavy moment, overhyped, delayed, and harder than Musk admits. But supporters see it differently. They say this is SpaceX finally locking in the foundation for a fully reusable system, something no one else on Earth has achieved. Whatever side you're on, there's no denying one thing. SpaceX is taking its biggest leap yet, not with the rocket, but with the ground that holds it. Meanwhile, just a few hundred meters away, Pad 2 has already started proving what the next era will look like. With a completed flame trench, advanced water deluge system, and new stabilizer arms, Pad 2 represents the template for all future Starship sites. Engineers have spent months testing the trench cooling system with full-scale water floods, simulating the exhaust flow of 33 engines. Early tests? Promising. What makes Pad 2 revolutionary is its systematic design philosophy. Every part is modular, serviceable, and optimized for speed. Instead of treating each pad like a one-off experiment, SpaceX is now building a repeatable model, one they can replicate in Florida at LC-39A, or even on Mars someday. And here's the masterstroke. By assigning Pad 2 to handle upper stage testing and Pad 1 for boosters, SpaceX effectively doubles its throughput. 2 pads, 2 stages, 1 relentless cadence. It's a logistical masterpiece in the making, if they can pull it off. Zoom out and you'll see that Pad 1's dismantling is just one piece of a much larger transformation. At the production site, the new Gigabay is rising, a colossal assembly hangar designed for V3 Starship manufacturing. Nearby, the Massey test site is coming back to life, with new cryogenic stands for both booster and ship. The pace of construction across Starbase right now is almost manic. Cranes, welding sparks, trucks moving 24/7. Everything points to one conclusion. SpaceX isn't just building rockets anymore. It's building a factory for rockets. And when you think about it, that's how Musk always plays the game. He's not optimizing for one launch. He's optimizing for 1,000. So what's the timeline? If all goes to plan, SpaceX will finish Pad 1's rebuild by mid-next year. The flame trench will undergo static fire validation with older boosters like B7 before hosting its first real mission, likely around late 2025. Between flights 13 and 15, SpaceX could attempt its first full-scale mid-air catch, proving the system's precision. From there, the path is clear. V3 Starships launching, catching, refueling, and flying again. Within days, it sounds like science fiction. But at this point, so did reusable rockets. Until SpaceX made it routine. When the demolition begins, Pad 1 will look unrecognizable. Yet beneath the noise of cutting torches and falling steel lies something deeper, a legacy being reborn. From SN8's fiery crash to Flight 11's flawless milestones, Pad 1 carried SpaceX through its most defining years. Now it will give way to something even greater, a system that might finally make interplanetary flight a practical reality. And that's what makes this story different. It's not just about dismantling hardware, it's about transformation. Every bolt removed, every trench dug, every redesign tested, all of it points to a single truth. Progress demands destruction. So as SpaceX tears down the old Pad 1, they're not ending an era. They're building the next one. Brick by brick, flame by flame, dream by dream. And this is exactly why SpaceX is dismantling Pad 1. Not because something went wrong, but because progress demands transformation. The old pad served its purpose. Now it's time to build the foundation for the V3 Starship era. Faster launches, safer catches, and a giant leap toward full reusability. What this means is simple yet powerful. SpaceX isn't just improving rockets. It's reinventing how humanity reaches space. Every weld, every trench, every upgrade is part of a bigger mission, making space travel routine, efficient, and sustainable for generations to come. The next few months will be critical. If SpaceX pulls this off, it could change the pace of space exploration forever. So what's your take? Bold evolution or risky move? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit like, subscribe to Space Hub, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next breakthrough in humanity's journey beyond Earth. This is Space Hub, where we turn space news into real understanding. Stay curious. The future is already being built.